Hey guys, you are with the Tech Science. Today we discuss a new point regarding the field of chemistry. The name of the chapter is Periodic Classification of Element. In this chapter we have the different point that we already discussed. For example, we discussed the Dobelin triads law. We have the exactly what is the statement of the Dobelin triads law along with its disadvantages. Second, we have the Newland's-Octaves law along with the statement and the limitations of the Newland's-Octaves law. We have Mendeleev's periodic law also along with its advantage as well as the disadvantage. And this is what one more law we have, and that is important for the 10th, 11th, 12th as well as for the 12th standard. It is the modern periodic table on the basis of modern periodic law. We have already a video on structure of modern periodic table. In that we know that this table is consist of number of rows and columns we have. These rows are called as the periods and the columns are nothing but called as the groups, as we already know. So here we are discussing what is the main point today we are discussing so far. Is it what? It is nothing but it is called trends in the modern periodic table. In this trends in the modern periodic table we have the three different points. The first point is regarding the valency. Second point, we have this atomic size, and third one we have metallic and non-metallic character. Now today we discuss the atomic size. What about the atomic size? Basically, do you know first of all? And for the atomic size, we must know the structure of an atom. I already uploaded a video regarding the structure of an atom. If you didn't see the video, please follow the link which is given in description. In short, I want to tell you what about the structure of an atom. Basically, we have this nucleus. In an atom, there is two things are there. First of all, we have the nucleus, and second, we have the different orbits are there. First orbit, second orbit, third orbit, depending upon the atomic number. So here, the nucleus, inside the nucleus, there are protons and neutrons are reside, and in these orbits, the electrons are revolving. In the orbit, the electrons are revolving. As we know, this is a very short description regarding the structure of an atom. While the proton carry positive charge, the electrons carry the negative charge, protons having the positive charge, and the neutrons are chargeless. They are the chargeless, and because of that, the positive charge is accommodated within the nucleus, and around these orbits we have the negative charge. Generally, an atom which is called isolated. In that isolated atom, the number of proton, electron both are same. That's why the positive charge and negative charge both are equal, and equal charges, equal and opposite charges, they cancel to each other, and because of that, the atom is electrically neutral, as we know that. Okay. Now, atomic size, it is the concern. So before that, you must know that atomic size in a modern periodic table, it is decided by a factor, and this factor is called atomic radius. Now question is what is meaning of the word atomic radius? So for this you have to consider this diagram. So atomic radius is nothing but the distance between nucleus of an atom and its outermost orbit. Its outermost orbit. This is what the definition of atomic radius means. This is a nucleus. For example, this is a nucleus, and this is what the outermost orbit. So distance in between these is nothing but the atomic radius, and on the basis of this atomic radius, atomic size has been decided. Generally it is measured in a picometer. That is a more accurate unit to measure the distance. Okay. Now what about this atomic size in a concern with the modern periodic table? Now observe, in a modern periodic table, just I told you, we have the two things, we have rows are there, that is called horizontal rows, it is called as the periods, and we have one more that is called columns are there, it is called as the groups. So regarding period and regarding group, there are the two different statements we have regarding this atomic size. So the atomic size in a period, when you are moving from left to right in a modern periodic table, in a period, the atomic size goes on decreasing. Sometimes this is the question asked in the give scientific reason. The atomic radius goes on decreasing while you are moving from left to right in a period. And regarding group, when you are moving from top to bottom, when you move from top to bottom, the atomic size goes on increasing. So now today we have to prove these two things. First, why the atomic size goes on decreasing when you are moving from left to right in a period, and second, in a group, when you are moving from top to bottom, why the atomic size goes on increasing. Now let us consider about the first thing. In a period, when you are moving from left to right, the atomic size goes on decreasing. For this, you can consider any period. Generally, when I teach in front of the student, I always follow the third group. That is very important for 10th also, 12th also. What is the third period in the modern period table? We have the elements like sodium, magnesium, aluminium, silicon, phosphorus, sulfur, chlorine and argon. Okay, so these are the 8 elements in a third period of the modern periodic table. Very simple to remember this also. We already practiced these things in the 9th standard also. Okay, now I am writing here atomic number of each element. Sodium having the atomic number 11, magnesium 12, aluminium 13, silicon 14, phosphorus 15, sulfur 16, chlorine 17 and argon 18. Okay, so what is this? This is what the third period table, where first of all I am writing the element. Second, we have the atomic number of these element. Now I am writing here after that electronic configuration of these element. Regarding sodium, we have electronic configuration 2, 8, 1. As we know that the first orbit, K orbit, maximum capacity electrons are 2. We have the orbit like K, L, M, N. K serial number 1, 2, 3 and 4. In the orbit, in the first orbit, what is the maximum capacity of the electron? 2. Second, 8. M, 13. Fourth, 32 and so on. How can we decide? We already know the formula. Which is the formula? 2n square. What is this n? N nothing but the orbit number. For example, K having the 1. So if n equal to 1, so it become 2 into 1 square. 1 square is, square of 1 is 1. 1 to the 2. Next, here n equals to 2. So this is the formula 2n square. Here the value of n is 2. Then 2 into 2 square. Square of 2 is 4. 4 to the 8. Maximum capacity 8. Third, m. What is the molecular what is the formula to decide? 2n square. Here the value of n is 3. 2 into 3 square. 3 square is 9. 9 to the 18. Maximum capacity is 18 and so on. So on the basis of this, we design the electronic configuration. First orbit 2. Maximum capacity 2. I put for 2. Second orbit 8. Maximum capacity is of course 8. 8 plus 2 10. How much remain? Only 1 remain. So it is sodium is 2, 8, 1. Now what about magnesium? Of course, the atomic number is 12. So here 2, 8, 2. Atomic number of aluminum is 13. 2, 8, 3. Silicon 2, 8, 4. Phosphorus 2, 8, 5. Sulfur 2, 8, 6. Chlorine 2, 8, 7. And argon 2, 8, 8. Now, if you observe, when you are moving from left to right in a period, every time the shell are fixed. As it is a third period, am I right? It is a third period. The shells are 3. Everywhere 3 shells are there. First nucleus. This is the first orbit. This is the second shell or orbit, and this is the third one. Am I right? Am I right? Yes or no? Yes. Now observe. If I want to draw the structure of sodium here, what is that? First, this is the nucleus. In the first, we have the 2 electrons. Second, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And last one is only 1. Now you can imagine the positively charged nucleus and negatively charged orbit. At the last orbit, in the outermost orbit, how many electrons are there? Only 1. Can you imagine what should be the atomic radius? Imagine what is the distance in between these two. Now, regarding magnesium, this is the nucleus, first orbit, second orbit, and this is the third orbit. Am I right? First orbit 2 electron, second orbit 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And the last we have 2 electrons, 1 and 2. If you draw the structure of aluminium, outermost orbit 3 electron. Regarding silicon, 4. Every time when you are moving from left to right in a period, number of electrons in the outermost orbit is increasing one by one. First of all 2, then 1, then 2, then 3, then 4. What happened here? If it means that when you are moving from left to right in a period, the negative charge goes on increasing because of increasing the electron. And as the nuclear charge, means positive charge also goes on increasing, as well as negative charge also goes on increasing. Of course, when there is an increase in the positive negative charge, there is a strong force of attraction in between these. And that's why the distance between nucleus and the outermost orbit goes on decreasing because of strong force of attraction. And when you are moving from left to right, every time as the nuclear charge also increases, number of electrons also increases. It means that increase in positive charge as well as increase in the negative charge. And because of that, there should be a strong force of attraction. And because of this force of attraction, this outermost orbit is pulled towards the nucleus. And as it is pulled toward the nucleus, when you are moving from left to right, the distance between nucleus and the outermost orbit goes on decreasing. And if the atomic radius goes on decreasing, of course, atomic size in a period, when you are moving from left to right, it also goes on decreasing. This is what the reason in a period. Getting? So this is the first thing. So when you are moving in a period from left to right, because of the increase in the positive and negative charge every time, because of that there is a strong pull or force of attraction, and because of that there is a pull, the distance in between these two goes on decreasing. Of course, atomic radius decreasing, because of atomic radius, atomic size also goes on decreasing. So this is what the explanation regarding when you are moving from left to right in a period, atomic size goes on decreasing. Now we are regarding discussion on the basis of group. What about the groups? Observe. Now in a group, the atomic size goes on increasing when you are moving from top to bottom. Just now I told you, in a group, when you are moving from top to bottom, the atomic size goes on increasing. For the reason, you can consider any group number. For example, group number 1. In a group number 1, we have the elements like hydrogen, lithium, sodium, potassium, etc. Number of elements are there. What is atomic number of hydrogen? 1. Atomic number of lithium? 3. Atomic number of sodium? 11. Atomic number of potassium? It is 19, and so on. So if you have the electronic configuration here, so first is only 1. Lithium 2, 1. First orbit 2, capacity is maximum 2, that's why 2. Only 1 left, that's why 2, 1. Sodium, just now I told you, 2, 8, 1. And potassium, it is 2, 8, 8, 1. So when you are moving from top to bottom, what do you observe? just now I told you. What about atomic radius? Atomic radius is nothing but the distance between nucleus and the outermost orbit. Nucleus and the outermost orbit. It is what? The distance. And atomic size is decided by atomic radius. On the basis of this, atomic size is decided. Now observe. What about the group when you are moving from top to bottom? What about hydrogen? This is the nucleus and first orbit, and this is only the outermost orbit having 1 electron only. Am I right? Regarding lithium, this is the nucleus, first orbit 2 electrons, and second orbit 1 electron. Means here only 1 orbit is there, here there are 2 orbits are there. Means shell goes on increasing. What about sodium? This is the nucleus, first orbit 2 electrons, second orbit 8 electron, and the third orbit 1 more electron. Means number of orbits goes on increasing. What about potassium? 4 shells are there. First 2 electron, second 8 electron, third again 8 electron, and last fourth having 1 electron. What do you observe? There is any kind of conclusion here? Yes. What is the conclusion? When you are moving from top to bottom in a group, every time a new shell get added. Every time the new shell get added. At the first time, how many shells are there? Only 1. Second time 2. Third 3. Fourth 4. At the next 5 shell. Next 6 shell, and so on. What does this mean? It means that when the number of shell goes on increasing, of course the distance between nucleus and the outermost shell goes on increasing. It means that atomic radius goes on increasing, and if atomic radius goes on increasing, atomic size is decided by the factor only atomic radius. And if atomic size goes on increasing, if the atomic radius goes on increasing, atomic size also goes on increasing when you are moving from top to bottom in a group. Observe here, every time new shell get added, it means that distance every time goes on increasing. So this is what the today's point, that is called atomic size, which is actually the sub point of the main point. What is the name of the main point? Trends in the modern periodic table. So you have, of course, this point cover the two scientific reason. Number one, give scientific reason. The atomic radius goes on decreasing while you are moving from left to right in a period. What is the answer? Thus I told you. And second, the atomic size goes on, or atomic radius goes on increasing when you are moving from top to bottom in a group. So I think you understood the video regarding period as well as the groups, as with respect to the example of third period and example of first group. You can take any example, but it is very easy as we remember all these examples in the 9th standard. Because of that, I taken these examples. Okay, I hope you like the video. If you like the video, please subscribe my channel and press on the bell icon for the new notification. Thank you.